Hello, Big Daddy Joe. How are you doing today, my friend? Big Daddy Joe. Just usual. I'm tired. I'm always tired.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So, the whole place is abandoned? So it's like Dark Souls. Okay, so I know enough about this game to know that it's like about following the narrator or choosing to go against him. So for the first time, I'm going to do what he tells me to do as a baseline. I think that's what I would want to do. That's all I know about this game, by the way. I know nothing else. That's all I know.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside of you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some level on all that text. Broom closet. Oh, we can open this door. Okay, so some doors we can open.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What if I don't? What if I don't?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I don't trust you, spooky narrator.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I like it in here.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
That's exactly what Turbo Button would say. That's exactly what Turbo Button would say.
Fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Oh no!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That
He's
or with
pissed.
money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term.
Ooh, so the narrator isn't human.
Please remove
Lore.
their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer.
Lore.
Making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
What if I don't? How deep does this broom closet hole go? Nope, doesn't seem anything's happening.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh yeah, what if I go back in the broom closet?
You too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby who can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay, alright. I'm sorry, narrator, I'm sorry.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Extra secret.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We're doing it. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh shit, that's not what I want to do.
Enormous room packed with television screens.
Bunch of numbers.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay, this is not what I expected to find down here. Okay, cool. Hold on, lights, camera. Lights,
Now
camera.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Cool.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door, and Stanley was happy.
Good for you, Stanley. Alright, that was an easy game. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. No, we're gonna do something else. We'll do another ending. What happens if I hit on the mic control? That's what I want to see. You know what? Fuck it. No. We're gonna be a rebel right away. We're gonna be a rebel right away.
When Stanley
Yeah,
came
fuck
to a
you.
set
We're
of
going
two
right.
open doors, this
We're
was
going
not
right.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nah, you're the antagonist here, narrator. I'm onto your games. You're the antagonist.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift 5. Oh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh, shit. Oh, well done, game. Oh, fuck. Well done, game.
Yes, that's where everyone would be.
That was great. That was so great. The setup of like 3 things in a row that you ignore, and then you see the sign, and it's like, okay, well, fuck you. I'm gonna continue ignoring you, and then it just makes fun of you for it. That was really good.
Wow.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Just it's so great. All right, is there anywhere? Okay, I landed on the truck, and that's like the highest part, right?
Off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really. I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Hold on.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
No.
Give me a chance.
You're just nice, classy GLaDOS. That's what you are. You're nice, classy GLaDOS, and I'm not falling for it, nice, classy GLaDOS. No.
Listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Left again. He always wants me to go left. That's 3 times in a row he's wanted me to go left. No, we're going through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Ooh.
Stanley walked through
he has
the
power.
red door.
Okay, interesting. No, we're going through the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Skill trees.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
A third option. A third option. Okay, now I kind of want to follow it. No. Oh, look at that. Ceiling light. Okay, now I kind of want to follow it. I kind of want to follow the third option. He always wants me to go left. So, fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. This is interesting to me.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Oh yeah, totally. No, three choices. Three. We want 5 choices really. So three.
Oh, of course, a 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion.
Oh
you know?
shit!
Any level
Called
of
out.
critical thinking or engagement
Called out.
with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes. Wonderful.
It's Odyssey all over again. Called
Here,
out.
Based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What? Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Compete against others. You're objectively ranked last. Why not ask some friends for help? Friends list is empty. Oh shit. A dead rat. This is your superior. A dead rat is objectively ranked. Rip rat. F for the rat. F for the rat. Okay, wait, I'm gonna go back through the orange door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No, it didn't. No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What?
In this game, the baby
What?
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Oh shit.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh no. This is hitting too close to home right now. This is hitting too close to. You know what? Fuck you, baby. Fuck you, baby. Fuck you, baby.
You heartless bastard. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will fulfill a greater artistic purpose.
Oh, shit.
Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. Does it need yes, of
Is
course.
this
And
ending
just to
M
finish
for
it all off,
Minecraft?
Yes. It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work
Okay.
of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Do you want to put him in the fire or like?
But you've only seen it from the outside. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
What? How long does this go on for? What the fuck?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light? No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant.
Oh shit.
This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Wait.
Yes, I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspiring. I couldn't have done it any better myself.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Fucking hell, now you're thinking with assholes. What the hell, narrator?
No, actually, you know what? I think that's pleasing. I really don't care. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity.
But there's fall damage. Oh, now there isn't fall damage. Oh, because we're Portal. Because Portal doesn't have fall damage. Ah, they even thought of that. Well done. Well done. Okay, so, where's Cave Johnson?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
That sounds
I
ominous.
can wait.
So what I'm learning is that Dark Souls needs a narrator. That's what I'm learning.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Her? Her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Uh-oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
What the
All
fuck?
right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Well, I mean, I'll take
trying
it.
to make a-
This backfired on you, narrator man. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Still just as real as 2B, guys. This is the same level as 2B. This mannequin is my waifu. Press 1 on your keyboard. Huh. So now we're back in the computer thing?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
No, I'm not. I'm pressing a different button. Doesn't work. I'm pressing every other button except for that one. Okay, it won't accept any other button. How's it going, wife? I have to push the button.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
It's all in his head. There isn't even an oven in here.
As he wandered through this fantasy
Whoa.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room, with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Ah.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
What? Is reverse psychology? Okay, what? Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. How do you rebel against two different orders? How do you rebel against two different orders? This is the kind of game that would put something in here, like just stand still and just let the game run for 2 hours and then come back. This is the kind of game that would do that. Okay, I guess we have to hit the button. I guess we have to hit the button.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press 8 to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not if I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. Well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Well, that got dark. Okay, what if we turn the mind control machine
Stanley came to a set of two open
on?
doors. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments
Oh,
with
no.
some calming new age music.
It called me on it. Oh no. I'm being punished.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway, happy.
Alright,
or
so there's a
sad,
button up there.
Or content. And as the
1,
cold reality of his
2,
past began controls once
5.
and
Okay, there's 3. Where's 4? Is that the 4 button? That's the 4 button. Okay, so that's open now. What happens if we hit the buttons? Okay, that didn't do anything. Is there a 6? Maybe you do this after you turn it on. Let's go turn it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
Oh no.
nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you,
Okay.
about me,
What?
where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right,
let's try the
I'm in a
buttons
good
now.
mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Button hint?
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in
the
your
door
office
now. One,
forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying
two.
alone. Other times,
Where was
I
three?
let the
Three's
office
over
sink
here.
into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds
This is
left.
very like the end
And I'm
of
enjoying
Portal.
this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Okay, that didn't do anything.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where
Three
you're going? or
attempts
what you're supposed
remaining.
to be
Okay,
doing
so
right
is there
now?
hints on the
Or
computers?
did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running
Incorrect.
from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
One. Okay.
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Did that even count? Yeah, it counted. It's completely
You're
fucking
in for
with
quite
me.
a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Goodbye.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately
Goodbye.
to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
That was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. Was there a solution there? Could I have broken out of that, or were the numbers there just to fuck with me? Because if the numbers there are just to fuck with me, I'm really impressed with that. Because I really did think there was a way to get out of that sequence. Whoa, what the fuck is going? What? Okay, is that intentional or is my graphics card dying? How high are we going? What? What's your story, spooky fake elevator? Alright, let's go down. Okay, I'm gonna hit the button again. We're gonna be on the same fucking place, aren't we? Okay, fuck you, elevator. Fuck you, fake elevator. Alright, let's go to the escape route. Fuck this.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise. Stanley walks straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nope.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Ooh, violent death. Okay.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Let's do it. I'll be back with my mannequin.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Oh shit.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
Okay,
to
what
his
if I-
brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh no. Okay, ducking isn't gonna matter. Ducking isn't gonna change anything.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? Does the narrator have a narrator?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What? The narrator has a narrator? Does the narrator's narrators have a narrator?
Has been created for you long in advance. Death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
The two doors. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
That was cool. Okay, let's go
Come
down.
into us. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Didn't work.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Okay.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Too real.
And then she turned and ran.
And then she wondered why she was hearing a voice in her head telling her about all this.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, so let's go this way.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Left. Okay, left it is.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
No. You always want me to go left.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Exactly, you always want to go to the
It's
left.
clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, we're here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay, so now let's go down the right-hand path and...
When Stanley...
Wait, what?
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Well, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
Oh no, there are so many choices. Fuck, man. Alright, let's go this way. No, he always wants us to go left. Let's go right. That's probably meaningless, but fuck it.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Now
Why
you're
not?
thinking with portals. Oh, shit. Okay, I don't think it's over. I don't think it's
All
over.
this Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
He reminds me of the
No, wait, never mind.
narrator
Not
in
the
Dungeon
story.
Keeper.
The people of
Let's head
Eversmile
back
are
the
plagued
other way
only by
and retrace
aching
our steps.
facial muscles.
Daddy Pig from Peppa Pig.
I'm an expert at talking.
Just a little bit. Ooh, Ravenholm.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah, we won.
Congratulations!
Yeah, finally, a winner.
A lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
Yeah.
good job.
Best ending. We win. Because the game told us.
I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
What are you talking about?
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one
Been
of
holding
those
on W for so
situations.
long.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right,
What?
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Cool. So it just like this is just shitting on like okay. How many games did this just take a shit on? Like all of them. Yeah. Okay, I don't want to follow the line, but I also don't want to have to do everything that we just did all over again to get back to this point. Is he gonna be mad? Is he? As long as I can see the line, we're okay, right? Are you pissed? I'm not following the line.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. All right. I'm glad we did this detour. Okay, the line's still here. All right, let's spec ops it up.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Okay, this box is not
Here's
part
a
of the
thought.
story.
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective
Whoa, what the
experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all
Apology
that.
accepted.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I agree. The chaos of the line represents how the path to adventure is not always clear, while taking you to unexpected places. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. We did it. Okay. What if I don't follow the line exactly? Ooh, rebel. Rebel, rebel.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
That's not part of the yellow line.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Alright, we studied it. We studied it. It's got some leaves. It's got some leaves. Yep. Alright.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, we're here again. Wait. I don't want to be here again. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, no.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own. Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. The line's still here.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
I agree,
We're
narrator.
intelligent people,
Who's
right?
bonded?
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
With guns.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
There's a trademark over it. That's great. Oh, that's great. I think the line is the new antagonist.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay. Oh, shit, this is like Odyssey.
I know
We
that
weren't good at
each
this.
door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight
Oh,
times?
oh shit.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
I think you're gonna do it.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we
What if I restart it? What if I restart it?
break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What? Confusion ending is right.
Stanley came to a set of
Okay,
two
holy.
open doors.
Okay.
He had
So I think I'm out of ideas at this point because I thought there was a door here. So maybe I should start. We should start playing it together with chat. So if I don't answer the phone.
That's... As Stanley picked up the
Oh.
phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day.
Is stream
Stanley
still
picks up
fine?
the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
In the real
Please
world?
observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice.
What?
It's the best part of being a real person.
All this was
But
hidden
if
behind
used
unplugging a
incorrectly,
phone?
can also be the most dangerous. A hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please. Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Crazy game.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late. Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story! You've destroyed my work! Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
Yeah, why?
What did you think was
Yeah,
so
for real?
special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I
Grr
go back
everywhere.
to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to. I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
The narrator is
That
pissed.
there's a world outside of you. You're a child.
It is a lot.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. He entered the door on his left. Coming to a staircase,
Ooh.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait, what?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door?
Night
It still
Shark
worked.
115?
There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Does the game know I have a microphone open and it wants me to actually say Night Shark 115?
I'm
I don't
sorry,
think
is there
so.
a problem?
Yeah.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step. Okay,
Can't talk, I'm
fine.
sorry.
You're not
I
gonna
can't
do
talk,
it.
I'm
But
sorry.
you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. This one single thing for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Narrator's very upset.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
What the fuck? I just remembered he lied about the fern being important.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Oh, okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
So we kept walking through the blue door and we got teleported back, right? Okay, so what's this one?
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way
Circles
you're doing
again.
right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful.
We've got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. Get down! 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. My friend just got down. I revived him. Now we're heading southbound. Now we're in the Pleasant Park streets. Look at the map. Go to the mall.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh shit. What?
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Okay, let's go back. Can we go back? What happens if we go back? Will he be happy?
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go...
Sheet. Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite today. You can take me to Moisty Mire, but not Loot Lake. I really love...
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you? No! Oh, thank God. You know. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Okay, what if I go back there now? I tried
Do
to
you
kill
actually
myself 3
want to
times.
Stay alive, or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
What?
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes,
Oh, boy.
almost certainly 50 clicks.
It's the multi-dash thing all over again.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417? Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Well, I didn't do the amount of clicks you wanted.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
I'm not sure.
How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Like, I'm not sure, but I think he's fucking with me.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I think he's fucking with me. I'm not sure, but I think he's fucking with me.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419. Okay, how do we do that?
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. It's down here, isn't it?
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
So excited.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 43. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now. What were you thinking?
I know, right? What was I thinking? Okay, so that kind of taught me you can go up things. So, is there anything else that you can, like, ramp up?
Third option.
Okay,
this
so
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
is the doorknob off this? Okay, so what happens if I go through the other doors? Oh, it doesn't matter. He's
Okay,
like, fuck you.
I'm going to critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door?
You're just so brilliant, narrator.
It's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the...
Oh, why can we...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, why does that work?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have
Yes.
taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole
It's
gag
going
takes
full
some
meta.
time.
Full
What if
meta.
the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total
Yep.
just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich.
Good job,
Perhaps
game.
You've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just go for it. Let's just commit. Yeah, we're gonna go see the option. Of course we are. Okay, so I would have never found this.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Ever.
Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable. But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Yeah, I wouldn't have done this.
He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The
Maybe.
thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What? Go to the boss's office, then backpedal through the double door before it closes.
Here's the door.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What have we done? What have we done? We're going to the Deep Stanley Parable. Escape pod bay, floor 760. Escape. What? Why can't I click on this computer? Okay, there we go. Okay, so does that led you to believe it? Like, because you clicked on all of them so far, and then and then you're trying to hump to get the computer, and it puts you up on the chair, and then you're like, oh, maybe I can go over here. Like, is that what's meant to lead you toward it? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so now there's another computer somewhere that needs the same input. Yeah. What? Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Cool. We made it. We made it to heaven. Heaven is buttons. Heaven is buttons.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay, it opened. That took a while. Once you go secret, William hides the best secrets. Disco secrets. Go-Go Secret Rangers. Secrets for President 2016. Never give up on your dreams. There is no turning back. Don't touch the secrets. Secrets. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a cool way to end and go out on. Okay. You never go B-crit? What happens if you go up the elevator now?
No.
Oh, it just stops.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
But I can just say now that I really liked it. This was really cool. I really enjoyed myself today playing this game. I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was really cool. So yeah, thanks guys. I'll see you next time.